everyone, Andrea Pearson here, and for those of you who don't know me, I am an author of fantasy novels, and mainly, I don't know what kind of fantasy they are, and urban fantasy. My I don't know what kind of fantasy they are is the Mosaic Chronicles, where I kind of blend in a bunch of different genres, but they're best-selling, and people like them, so I guess it works. Anyway, I've had a couple of you, well, several of you actually ask how the pregnancy's going. It's going well. I am officially in the third trimester now, and I am doing well. I haven't had any morning sickness for several weeks now. Thank goodness. That stuff kills me. Because, morning sickness is a stuff. You can actually buy it at the store if you want it. Anyway, let's see. Any other updates on me? My husband is getting a massage right now on his way home from work because he's been having major back problems. So if the kids run in while I am doing this, I apologize. Just ignore them. That's the door right there to the hallway. So if they come in, then just ignore them, like I said. Anyway. And I did just eat, so I'm clearing my throat lots. So the Coven Chronicles project is almost done now. I've gotten through all of the edits except for the ones on Forbidden Knowledge. And if you haven't heard yet, I am going back to all the other books and I'm putting in threads that I'd wanted to put in from the beginning, but didn't have time because of a dumb deadline where I almost got sued. So, because I broke a finger. Anyway, and had to learn how to dictate. Anyway, those books are almost done now. I'm pretty excited about them. Really excited about the changes that have been made. Forbidden Knowledge is with my editor right now, and I've added 25% to that book, so it's quite a bit longer now, and I think it's a lot stronger. There's a bunch of characters that you've never met and characters that you have met returning and things like that. I'm pretty excited about it. Anyway, so the purpose of today's video, I'm going to read a teaser from one of my books, and we're going to have a little bit of a contest / giveaway. The first person who guesses which book correctly guesses which book the teaser comes from will either win one of my books, single books, not box set, or I'll give you a $3 gift certificate to Amazon or a $3 PayPal gift certificate thing. The rules, though, there's only one. Wait until the end of the video before you post your comments, because I don't know if you've noticed, I have live videos. The comments are crazy. They come apparently like in the middle of the video, and I never know which comment comes first. I know it's got like this little timer thing on it, but they're like sometimes not correct. So sometimes it'll show at 0 minutes and sometimes it'll show the accurate time. So anyway, let's see if I can turn this a little bit and show you my messy office. That's my husband's desk right there. And my desk is too far away for me to show you on the camera right now. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to start reading the teaser and let's see who can guess it, okay? We were only half an hour from landing when I realized I hadn't used the bathroom since I'd woken up. I obviously wasn't getting enough water if I hadn't needed to use it until this point. I'll be back, I told Abel before hopping out of my seat and hurrying down the aisle, wanting to return before the seatbelt light came on. Just as I was reaching the bathroom, the captain announced that we would start our descent soon and asked everyone to return to their seats. I sent the flight attendant an apologetic smile, stepped inside, asked everyone to stepped aside as I skipped the line. Stepped inside, shut the door, and took care of business. While washing my hands, though, I noticed a hound taking shape in the middle of some smoke in the little corner above the toilet. Before I had a chance to react, the dog sprang at me, teeth aiming for my throat. I barely held it off. The space inside the bathroom was way too small for the two of us. It was too small for the one of us. The dog snarled, snapping at me, and I screamed. Someone knocked on the door. You okay in there? Help, I shrieked. The dog barked, growling as it continued snapping at me over and over again. It was so much stronger than I thought it would be. Up to this point, I hadn't really had to engage in hand-to-hand, hand-to-paw combat with one. Abel always did. The flimsy door crumpled in half behind me, folding in on itself. The dog and I became wedged in the doorway, it growling and snapping while I grunted with the effort to keep those sharp teeth away from my face. Spittle landed on my cheeks and horrible breath enveloped me. I was vaguely aware of screaming passengers behind me. Lizzie, move! I'm trying, I grumbled, leaning away from the beast. Abel reached around me, grabbing the creature by the throat and yanking it out of the bathroom. It landed in the little area where the flight attendants usually sit. Abel lurched at it, barely missing it as the thing sprang to its feet and snapped at the flight attendant who had somehow gotten between me and the dog. She screamed, jumping away. Abel grabbed the beast by the back leg, but it twisted out of reach. I hunted around, trying to find a weapon of sorts. The only thing I could get my fingers on, though, was a can of Coke. Yeah, if I had a couple of days, I might have been able to dissolve the dog to death, like my teacher had done a student's newly lost tooth back in elementary school. Time wasn't on my side, though. Instead of the Coke can, I grabbed a bottle of water and swung it at the animal, knocking its jaw away as it again lurched at me. It was enough of a distraction that Abel could finally wrestle the beast to the floor, where he promptly snapped its neck. His chest heaved for several moments, and he didn't get up, probably making sure the dog really was dead. Then he glanced at me. Are you okay? Yes, it only freaked me out. I looked at the flight attendant. How are you? She was examining the tear in her skirt where the hound's teeth had snagged her. I think I'm okay. Her voice was quiet and shaky. I'm so sorry. She looked at me. It's not your fault, right? I closed my eyes. Sort of. It's not, Abel said. Without you, these sorts of things would be happening all the time. They're drawn to you and are leaving other people alone. If they succeed in killing you, you can bet they won't go home quietly. The flight attendant finally noticed the other passengers who were standing in the aisle watching us. I'd better go do my job, she said. She turned and began instructing everyone to get to their seats, leaving us with the dog. Moments later, she returned, her hand still shaking, and as she stepped around the hound. It was obviously something she'd never had to deal with before. It's not a regular dog, I said, when the woman's eyes kept moving to Abel and the creature. He was still sitting on it, watching its face carefully, ready to kill it again if need be. If she thought his behavior was weird, she didn't say so. She shook her head slowly. I'll say. You went into the bathroom alone. The dog didn't follow you, so it must have appeared while you were in there. But how? Her expression was troubled. She was probably wondering if she and the rest of the passengers were in danger of this happening again. I needed to reassure her that she was safe, or would be once I left. It came through a magical link. You don't need to worry about it again, though. It was following me, and as soon as I'm gone, you won't be at risk. What was it? The less you know, the better. If I give you too much information, they'll be attracted to your curiosity and will seek you out. It's better not to start down that road. And that's the little teaser. So I'm going to end here and go ahead and post. I know there's a bunch of you watching right now. Hi. Yeah, go ahead and post what you think the answer is. And if you're correct, then I will let you know, and you'll get, well, one of my books or $3. Okay. Ready, set, go. Talk to you all later. Bye.